Business Europe is the Death Star of big business lobbying in Brussels. And if you've never heard of them, actually, they've already interfered in your life. And our investigation shows that there's a strong need for us to roll back their power urgently. May the force be with us. Hi, I'm Kenneth Haar. I'm a researcher and campaigner at the Corporate Europe Observatory. And I'm going to tell you about the European Employers Association, or Business Europe, probably the most active and most powerful lobby group in the EU institutions. Well, Business Europe has a small lobbying army of between 215 and 380 lobbyists, and it is the organization that has the most meetings with the European commissioners and their top officials. 402 since 2014, and 194 during Ursula von der Leyen's presidency. That's more than one meeting per week. Perhaps the strongest indication of Business Europe's strong relationship with the European Commission is its annual get-together. In November each year, Business Europe organizes a conference for its advisory and support group made up of 75 mega companies to meet with top commissioners. On Business Europe's side, the list includes tobacco, gas and oil companies, sectors the Commission really should sever its ties with. But the rostrum on the Commission side is nothing short of impressive. In the past 2 years, it included President von der Leyen and 5 other top commissioners. Business Europe's interference does not stop there. It sits in quite a few of the European Commission's so-called expert groups, and in some of those expert groups, some of the most important ones actually help the Commission draft new European legislation. And that can be on topics like economic migration, sustainable finance, cross-border taxation or aggressive tax planning. Of the 34 groups that Business Europe participates in, 16 of them are completely dominated by business groups. Speaking of domination, the negotiations in the Council of the European Union are prepared by so-called working parties. And once more, Business Europe is a frequent guest. For example, in one important case about competitiveness and growth, industry attendance outnumbered trade unions and NGOs by a factor of 13 to 1. And then the final straw, whenever a new government takes over the presidency of the European Council, they always meet with representatives of Business Europe first to discuss priorities. It's this cross-sector strategizing role that makes Business Europe the Death Star of big business lobbying in Brussels. Its function as a coordination center and a common pool of resources for the business community. And it's worth remembering that over the years, Business Europe has fought hard to avoid effective climate policies. It has put up obstacles and hindrances incessantly to avoid the kind of reforms that would make Europe a true social Europe. So we urgently need to rid it of its red carpet status. What we need is a series of political steps to be taken. To mention but a few, we need rules that prevent the European Commission and the Council to give privileged access to business representatives, and we need full proactive lobbying transparency about meetings. Such reforms would not solve the issue of undue corporate influence on EU decision-making in one blow, but they would be a good start, and they're certainly long overdue.